Backpack Broadcasting continues to bring you the best original sports content, but now you can get more of the content you love. For as little as $3 a month, you can get access to bonus content, including behind-the-scenes footage and interviews from the Sports Walk, Sideline Stories, or the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. All this exclusive content comes via Patreon. There are tiered levels of patronage, and each Backpack Broadcasting patron receives exclusive perks. Your support helps Backpack Broadcasting create more of the original content that you love. Visit Backpack Broadcasting's Patreon page and become a patron today. This episode of Ain't Hard to Tell podcast, Dexter, Henry, Bryan, Fonseca. And Bryan's laughing already because this is going to be interesting. When we usually, we kick it off, we say the number, just so you know, this is episode 51.
I have a tear in my eye.
Yeah, he started off laughing and crying because I just heard the most ridiculous
Wait, Greg is
for a place
Greg.
that I don't even believe exists. Like, I looked it up and now I found out
You've never heard of Ooba Dooba. Greg, okay, Greg, hold on.
Look, to listeners there, if some place was named Ooba Dooba, would you want to go there? Because I wouldn't want to go there. That sounds like a place where you take kids to get scared.
The back of my head is in pain right now.
Ooba Dooba?
Look at your face.
What?
Yeah, that's a gum company.
Okay, hold on. So you mentioned Funtime USA.
Yeah.
And the reason why...
Do you know what Funtime USA is?
Yes.
Okay.
You said an arcade. This is why I thought of Ooba Dooba.
It was a huge arcade in Brooklyn. I used to take my nephew there, so yes. I know.
So it's in Brooklyn, okay. Funtopia is what I thought you meant. And Funtopia, formerly known as Ooba Dooba, was an arcade thing
so I see
in Middle Village, right next to Christ the King, where I ventured as a child.
So it's funny because I know of Funtopia, and Funtopia is basically the same thing like Funtime USA used to be, Greg. So it's the same thing. It's kind of like, they have like little things for kids, Family Fun Center, arcade, that kind of thing. Now I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up now. I see the laser tag. Thank God.
Ooba Dooba was awesome, first of all.
The name is not awesome, but whoever decided to name it Ooba Dooba in the first place, like, I want to know who that person is.
Is that an LLC?
I'm not taking anybody seriously with the name Ooba Dooba. None of us took it seriously. Everybody laughed when you said the name.
Yo, I hated the name as a child too.
But you were like, y'all ain't been at Ooba Dooba? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, you're saying that name out loud?
I thought it was more known, but I forget you guys probably weren't around Middle Village, which is right by Ridgewood, so my head hurts. Oh my God.
Ooba
So
Dooba.
yeah, it was an arcade. It had like, I don't know, the ball pit. Is that what it's called?
Yo.
They had one of those things, laser tag, little mini bowling thing. They had arcade games. I think they had NBA Jam. I'm not even lying.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to say that? Because you think I'm going to like it because they had NBA Jam?
Mini golf.
I do like any place that has NBA Jam.
Nah, yeah. I was mad, yo. Nah. I wasn't bringing the girls to Ooba Dooba. That was.
It just sounds bad.
That wasn't my spot. You know
sounds bad. I would never tell anybody Ooba Dooba was my spot ever. It's like, why did anybody think?
Brian, call it Funtopia.
You know what? They do have an LLC because it was a privately held company in Middle Village.
Yeah, it was. Those were the days, man.
Yeah, you know what? This goes down into the.
They had good arcade pizza also.
No. This is where I get into a rabbit hole, right?
Oh, we're there already.
Because things like this happen, and I'm now looking up why was Ooba Dooba named Ooba Dooba. Because like this is gonna bother me.
I never questioned it as a child. Man.
How?
I was a child. I was mad young.
Listen, my mom told me I was a kid that we're going to Ooba Dooba. I'd be like, why? I'm not going there.
Yo, Craig here.
Why are we going
Have you even ever thought about what the names mean?
Nah.
So, according to Urban Dictionary, Ooba is a satisfying to wield adjective to exclaim hugeness, bigness, greatness, although not in the almighty sense. Formed from the similarly sounding German word Uber.
Wow.
Correct way to say it.
Oh,
Uber-
that's why Uber has the German things over it.
You just got that?
You're bringing new ground.
Wow. The two dots, you didn't know? Wow.
I didn't know.
Wow. Well, you're learning a lot in this podcast.
I didn't realize Uber was a German word.
You also have no idea what Ooba Dooba means. So, and nobody took it to... Anyway, if you say Uber danger in the event of bad
I'm
things,
sweating.
apparently that's like the correct way.
I'm sweating
say it.
profusely. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's also an adjective for annoying. In
That
a
makes
verb,
perfect sense for me.
annoying, and verb to annoying, it's in between annoying and pissing off. To go through a small hole. Pop up ads Uber me.
Small hole or hole?
Hole.
Okay. Nah, look, come on, man.
You know exactly what he's saying.
You're questioning that. You still haven't questioned the meaning of Ooba Dooba. Now,
No.
I'm trying to put these words together. And what does Dooba mean?
Oh, I'm in pain.
Oh, man, this is going to be interesting.
I'm in
This is
legitimate.
interesting. This is even interesting that this was a place for kids, and this is the definition that comes up. Dooba. This is also according to Urban Dictionary. One who appears physically and / or mentally retarded. Sentence that could be used. Those kids in front of the school, Caitlin, Shannon, and whatever this other name is, act like doobas.
Yo, how do you act like a dooba?
You went to a place that was called Big Retarded?
pretty much. Or here's the second definition. Dooba, also known as a stuffed bear. Orange in skin tone, a bit shorter than a foot, wore after years of usage, only passed to someone you love. Derived from an odd tribal language called Kantanakarvin. Related words in language are juba, shuba, and you would say this: that is a cool dooba in your bed. Dooba lays with big dog. Yeah, I mean, look.
Greg.
Oh, man.
Big retarded bear.
Wow. Urban Dictionary has two more definitions for dooba. Does anybody want to care to know what these
Oh,
are?
hell yeah. We're already there. We can't deprive the Ain't Hard to Tell listeners of this.
All right. So this is the one. This one is gonna.
This is why people like the episodes where we don't have guests.
Brian, because Brian tends to sometimes be immature.
Yeah.
He's gonna be all here for this one. This definition.
This is great.
The third definition of dooba.
Oh, boy.
Are you allowed to say retarded, by the way? Are we allowed to say that?
I was reading Urban Dictionary's definition. That wasn't me saying
All
it.
right.
I just happened to be reading what Urban Dictionary said. I attributed it to them. So don't come for me, PC correctness people.
All right. We're
See.
good there.
Should be saying mentally challenged. That's what Urban Dictionary should be saying, but that's not what they said.
Okay.
Um,
Anyway.
This is probably even more problematic.
Oh. Yes.
Third definition of dooba. Giving it to a drunk chick in the ass.
What?
And then, that's not all. That's not all.
Why would they name this place for kids?
Yo, what was going on there?
Yo, this was my spot. Like, you
Yo,
could ask
Brian,
my
you
mom.
Need to reclaim another spot.
I'm questioning
Oh,
you.
I've been claiming another
I'm
spot.
questioning you. I'm
I
questioning
told
your
you.
mom.
I told you I had a
Question-
very interesting childhood.
Yeah, yeah,
Clearly,
we know, we
clearly.
hearing it.
Yeah.
And then I would go home and listen to rap.
Oh, man, yeah.
Wait, this doesn't finish. Remember, giving it to a drunk chick in the ass, and then
More.
that person who does that then takes a dump in her pants.
Oh, that's worse than the Cleveland Steamer.
Dropping a deuce in her pants will. This is according to Urban Dictionary. Again, people, this is not me. I'm reading this off of Urban Dictionary. Dropping a deuce in her pants will confuse her when she wakes up with a sore ass.
Wait,
Yo, all that sounds real rapey, man.
Who came up with those meanings?
do you know what a Cleveland Steamer is?
No, and it involves Cleveland. So
You want an Urban Dictionary something? Yo, I'm going to pull up the Cleveland Steamer one while you
You
keep
do
going.
that.
Yeah.
They use this in a sentence. Because what's funny about Urban Dictionary, they actually find ways to put this in a sentence. Girl, quote, I woke up this morning. My ass was killing me, and I had shit in my pants. I think someone gave me a dooba. Really? Really?
Yo, how did we start this podcast off with this?
I don't care.
All
I'm
right.
good with it.
Oh, man.
I have the Cleveland Steamer definition.
Wow. The last one is on Urban Dictionary is absolutely
very problematic.
Racist.
Oh, it's
and it's on Urban Dictionary.
It's on Urban Dictionary.
Why did they name it?
We're gonna go through. People need to know this.
You need to talk to those owners.
Not no more. I don't think they own it no more.
This is the fourth definition of Dooba, apparently. So no matter what you thought the name of this, according to Urban Dictionary, this name of this place is all bad. Nothing's good.
I'm sure when I was young and I was walking through Metro Mall,
I thought never said to your mom, "What's a Ooba Dooba"?
No.
How does that not come up?
I thought it sounded Ooba
Dooba. That's why.
Ooba Dooba sounded like a playful name
it doesn't.
for a playhouse. I could say that now as an adult, it doesn't. But I was like 8.
He was having fun.
It sounds like a place where people would go to like touch the kids. That's what it sounds like.
Maybe it was.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't look when I was.
It sounds creepy.
I wasn't questioning that many things until I got to like maybe 10, 12.
But here's the thing,
which is why I'm on the path that I'm on now.
Even till this podcast, you actually had not questioned the name.
I didn't even know we were gonna go here today.
Neither did I. I didn't know this either. All right, fourth definition, people.
Which I kind of
and this is interesting to me because I'm just. It's one thing to just see things in real time unfold. Dooba, fourth definition. When you are speaking with an African American and you can't understand a word coming out of their mouth. Here's the sentence.
Yo,
man, ho had done come up and done stole a car of man. I'd be like, Ooba Dooba Deba, man. You know what I be saying, man? Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
That is so problematic.
Nah, that can't be real, man.
It's. I mean, not to say because on the internet it's real. It's Uber. It's Uber. Uber.
What did you just read?
UBR racist. I don't know what I just read, and I don't know why I don't know anybody who speaks like that. But if they do, I wouldn't call them a Duba. I'd just be walking away. Like, no, I seriously want to know, and we're gonna have to put a poll on this with the podcast. I really want to know if anybody had actually known the definitions of either of these words before. Because Bryan went through all of his life and didn't care to question it, which is super problematic to me.
But you know, I can't even defend it.
Yo, you can't. You can't defend it. Like, what is this?
I mean, people live their lives and don't question a lot of things.
I think I agree.
So there's also that. Another poll. I'm just gonna be like, do you remember Ooba Dooba?
Yeah. Well, somebody's from Queens.
All my Ridgewood people. Ridgewood, Bushwick, Middle Village. What's that other? Maspeth. They'll probably know.
Like, it's crazy. I can't find, like, nobody did an article on these people, and it's probably, was pre the internet, because I think they changed their name in 2005.
Yeah, look, see, I was 11. I was 11 in 2005.
This is all I can say right now. I'm a parent. If there was a place called Ooba Dooba, I ain't taking my kid there.
Yo, we went there. I think we went there to celebrate making the playoffs, Little League Baseball League, in one of our Little League Baseball leagues, one of the years that we were there. And we were good.
I don't like the name.
And we used to play in Brooklyn. Like, we used to play in East New York. I think we went there.
This podcast is going to be something about the places you miss or things you miss, because it's kind of be a theme here. And this is a place you miss, Ooba Dooba.
Wait, Cleveland Steamer.
You want no. Don't try to sidestep the question.
Wait, you're going to ask me a question?
I was asking you this. You miss Ooba Dooba.
Oh, do I? Yeah. Not currently. Do I miss that time of my life?
You have fond memories of your childhood in a place called Ooba Dooba.
Oh, yeah, I told you that.
Fond memories in your childhood of a place called Ooba Dooba.
Yes.
One day, if you ever have children, you're going to tell them, I played in a place called Ooba Dooba.
I'm glad you said it.
I don't think he's going to repeat those words ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to repeat those words to my child. I feel some kind of way about that. Like, Daddy, what's Ooba Dooba?
I'll probably tell him it was Funhouse, which is what it was. Or what was the other name? Funhouse USA? Funtopia. Whatever.
Why are you lying to the kids, though?
No, Funhouse is how we got here. Thank you, Greg.
Why are you lying to the kids, though?
What do you mean?
By telling your child that it was a name that it wasn't.
First of all, I don't have a kid.
If you did, this is all hypothetical. If you had a kid,
I don't like this hypothetical.
And you're like, no, I'm gonna just lie to the kids and tell them that it's not what it was.
You know what?
Yo, do you know what the moral of this is, people? Can't trust somebody who went to Ooba Dooba. Can't do that.
Especially with those 4 meanings, like no.
Nah.
I didn't know any of them 4 meanings.
Thank God you told me.
Yo, if you asked me when I was little what that meant, I don't know if I'd had an answer.
I just don't understand how that didn't come up.
Look, man, I was a pretty good baseball player back in the day. That's all I was caring about when I went to that place. And getting home after.
It was probably a nickname for one of your family members, but they just didn't know how they came up with it. and now you found out those meanings, and it's like, all right,
I don't know about
never
all that.
again. And maybe it is, because how can you name it that with all those meanings?
I mean, I'm not saying that we should take these Urban Dictionary meanings.
It's alarming, but that's what you would attach to Ooba and Dooba, though.
I've never heard anybody use those words.
Do you want to know what a Cleveland steamer is?
No,
Probably not.
Are you prepared for this definition?
Probably not.
it don't even sound.
How do you not know what a Cleveland steamer is and I do?
Why would we want to know?
Because
what that
I
means?
probably wouldn't look in. You know what? Let's just get my reaction in real time without hearing it.
Wait, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
No.
I'm gonna read it.
Sometimes I'm gonna let you read it. Sometimes it's better.
Don't read it first. I want to read it first.
Well, he knows what it
Oh.
means. He knows what it means.
You're
Well,
reading it already? You're ruining it?
Yeah.
All right. A Cleveland steamer.
I actually knew about this, but I did not know the. Oh, I wasn't aware of the second part of the act. Here. I was aware of the first part of the act.
Education on the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast.
Wow.
So, a Cleveland steamer is a sexual act by nature, which is a fetish, when one person craps on the other person's chest, and this is very important. Greg's already making a face, and then sits down and rocks back and forth like a steamroller.
What? Yo, this is why Cleveland's never won.
Greg
This is
said,
why Cleveland's
this is
never
why
gonna win.
Cleveland's never won.
Things like that. You can't attach your name to something like that and think you're gonna win championships.
The second definition says
There's more than one. I'm impressed when there's more than one of you.
there are 6 definitions of this.
Yo, don't read all these.
The Cleveland steamer does not necessarily involve the rolling back and forth to and from, per se, of said dookie.
Okay, I'm
right, we're
done.
done.
I'm done here.
It's time to talk
I'm
sports.
done.
Rather,
here.
the term steamer. Let me just finish this
So
sentence.
now there are.
The term steamer refers to the relative temperature at which a growler is produced.
Okay, I'm
Yo,
done.
it's time for sports, man.
I'm done here.
How the Knicks playing?
Greg said it's time for sports.
How the Knicks playing?
I
The
don't know.
rectum being 4 degrees
All right,
F
all right,
above.
Brian.
Okay. See, now we're talking about people who are taking temperatures
All
and
right, Brian, all
rectums.
right, Brian.
What? How'd you make that definition? Like, who's taking the temperature to find out that was the official temperature?
Where did I first hear of the Cleveland steamer before? That's what I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. I'm glad I never heard of it to this point before.
Thank God.
You're
welcome.
Actually, I was pretty glad my day was going pretty good without ever hearing of Ooba
That means we
Dooba.
were living life.
And this guy has the nerve to be like, yo, y'all ain't never went to Ooba
First Ooba
Dooba?
Dooba.
Yo, there's
Cleveland
another.
steamer.
Wait, there's another variation of it.
I'm good. I am good. I am so good. I'm good.
I kind of don't want to deprive the people of this.
No, the people need to be deprived. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs that in their life.
Ew,
Maybe
this one
they
is.
should know. So
this one
do
is
this to you. They know. Like,
This one is especially disgusting.
Who's doing
Just saying.
But who's doing that without your
No.
consent?
That's what I'm saying. Because if someone doesn't know what it is, and someone says, "Yo, I'm gonna do that to you," if they know,
Wait, no. First of all, nobody should ever be saying anything in any way like, I'm going to do that to you, in the word that, and you're okay with it. I will never be okay with that. Ever.
This third one is especially
everyone's
disgusting.
not as smart.
I kind of want to get through this third one. Just this third one.
You don't.
All right.
You live for this.
It says
You love this.
a chili dog is where you poop on a girl's chest
No.
and then
No. No.
and then you how do you clear this up? You titty smash her.
All right, yo, this is disgusting. Now it's just disgusting. Like, all right, yo, you gotta wrap it
I
up.
think we're good.
Wrap it up. Man.
I think so. This is the most intriguing.
Apparently,
start
this
to
is
an
done when
episode.
people break up with each other a lot.
Start the podcast.
I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
I wonder if there's speaking of sports, I wonder if there's a sports team named the Cleveland Steamers.
It sounds like a sports team.
I'd hope not.
I bet you
It
there
sounds
is.
like a minor league baseball
Yeah,
team.
it does.
I bet you that there's a logo. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, it sounds
man.
like a sports team.
Oh man.
There was
And
a
you can see a
now,
steamboat.
now,
like the
now,
logo.
now, our artwork director Matt Finese is gonna have to put this in the
Yeah, it's gonna be
in the
in the thumbnail.
thumbnail of the podcast.
He's gonna laugh when I shoot him the text. All right, this is what we talked about in episode 41: Ooba Dooba and Cleveland Steamers.
Good luck, Matt, finding a logo for Ooba Dooba. I want to see that one. I still don't know what that means.
The original Cleveland Steamers were a short-lived team in the league. They're calling it during the 1940s, but were one of the teams that disbanded when the league was consolidated.
It's baseball
from 12 teams to 6 during World War II. This is baseball, I think. Huh. No, this is football. Oh, that makes more sense because the league is called the Blitz.
Oh, okay.
They were a Division 3? Division 3 in what? College? Was there a college team named the Cleveland Steamers?
This is how you go down these rabbit holes. This is how these things start. Like, it happens to me all the time, and I'm like,
they had a linebacker named Faquan Calhoun back in the 1940s.
Wow. Faquan in the 1940s. Wow.
No, that can't be real. That can't be now. That can't be current. This has to be a new roster.
Faquan in the 1940s.
That has to be a new roster, man.
Damn.
Nah.
It was real tough for him, man. We know that. It's tough for him. It was definitely tough for him. But anyway, people are wondering, how did we even get onto this topic of
we're like 30 minutes in
random
almost.
things that occur? But we started talking about places that we miss. You have these places in your life. We're talking about things back early in your life. Like, some of it is around food. Some of it is around places like Ooba Dooba that you shouldn't have been going in the first place. But we all have these places that we missed. It's just kind of like nostalgic. And Greg, who's doing the video for us, he brought up Fun Time USA, which was an arcade in Brooklyn. And it made me start thinking about a place I miss. So there was an arcade that, at the time when I grew up in East Flatbush, and it's funny, then my parents moved close to where this arcade was. We literally lived 5 blocks away. And then it closed down. There was a little spot, and people from Brooklyn will know what this is. If you were going on your way to Kings Plaza, in between Marine Park and Old Mill Basin, which my parents moved to, Old Mill Basin, there was a spot called Fairyland. It was right. Wait, you're laughing at Fairyland?
Yo,
and
come
you
on.
went to Ooba Dooba? Yo, you can't say nothing.
Fairyland? Fairyland is crazy.
What's wrong with
That is
Fairyland?
wild. That's a wild name.
They had like little pictures of Tinkerbell.
Come on. I'm not enjoying that.
What?
As a kid.
You gotta go to Ooba Dooba in Fairyland?
What?
I told you Ooba Dooba had pizza
Yo, stop
and a
saying
ball
that.
pit
Wait,
and arcade.
I know what.
We had NBA
Bryan,
Jam and you
stop
had
saying that.
fairies?
But
Bryan, stop
there
saying
are
that.
no fairies. I'm about to explain. There were pictures of fairies around Fairyland that resemble Tinkerbell playing on the whole Peter Pan thing. You see the difference here? I can explain what Fairyland
You
is.
can't say-
You
I
can't
explained
explain
to you what
Ooba
Ooba
Dooba
Dooba was.
No, you didn't.
Not the
You went to
definition,
Ooba Boy.
but I told you what it
No,
was.
hold on. You can tell me what the place is.
arcade,
But you
yes.
can't tell me what the title of the place
Oh,
means.
who cares?
Bryan, he
Oh,
had to
so
go to
anything
Google.
should just be called anything?
He had to Google
Oh,
that.
really? So you
When you're 10 years old, you don't think about those things in depth.
See, I happen to disagree because I guarantee you, if there was some kiddie place and it was called Predatory, nobody's taking their kid there, right? So the name of the place does matter. It matters.
You want me to text my mom and be like, yo, why'd you bring me to Ooba
Yes,
Dooba?
I do want to know from your mom why she brought you to a place called Ooba Dooba. I also
To
want
be
to
fair, they changed their name to Funtopia.
You know why? You know why? Because I think that happened at some point, they were like, yo,
They
somebody
went on
questioned.
Urban Dictionary and they saw the...
Was there an Urban Dictionary in 2005?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably was.
and they probably saw what it was about, and they were like, "Oh, yo, we can't do this."
This is a
They're like, "Yo,
lawsuit.
they got us.
You're crying.
Oops, they got
Oh,
us.
yeah, this is a lawsuit.
Sorry." Hey, you're gonna get on me about Fairyland?
Nah, you're bugging out, Bryan.
Are you kidding me? Like, what's wrong with the name Fairyland?
Come on, man.
Let me also explain what Fairyland was. It wasn't just an arcade. There was a Burger King that still exists that's there.
We had a Burger King, too. We had a Burger King right next to Funtopia.
Yeah, it was
Vouching
adjacent
for-
to it. So the Burger King was adjacent to
We
it.
had the Burger King with the ones that they had the little limo cars and you could sit in there and eat.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we had those. I used to sit in those all the time.
The Burger King, yeah, you went to a place called Ooba Dooba. The Burger King was there adjacent to Fairyland. Fairyland was then it was an arcade, a mini arcade, not a big arcade like Funtopia or Funtime USA, but a mini arcade, and then next to the arcade, outdoor were like little rides that kids could go on. There wasn't anything crazy or big, but it was for like little kids to get on. So, Fairyland, you're having the imagination, you're going through a little Alice in Wonderland, they had like a teacup ride, a little train thing. Fairyland fit for what it was. You were going there to play in your imaginative world. Ooba Dooba?
Fairyland actually sounds like a spot where like teens would kick it like on a Friday or something.
I mean,
Nah. Not teenagers.
No,
Yeah.
Teenagers?
Teens kicked it in the arcade there
I can
for
see
sure.
teens
Yeah,
going
but they're not texting the homies being like, yo, I'm at Fairyland, come through.
Why not?
Yeah, back
Greg.
for one. Well,
Come on, man.
Couple of things. Back then, at that time, there was no texting of the homies because there was no texting. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no texting. Like even to the point it closed. I think they closed when I was 15 because I moved to that neighborhood. I think it was my sophomore year in high school. So about 15. You're talking 98.
When did text messaging become a thing?
Well, it's kind of really like 2000, 2001. But 98, nobody was texting.
So
Like,
after Y2K.
But you might call the homie and be like, yo, we going to be at Fairyland playing this NBA Jam or Street Fighter. Come through.
We had
come
NBA
to
Jam
Fairyland.
too. I don't know if we had Street Fighter.
I'm way more confident saying come to Fairyland than saying come to Ooba Dooba.
Absolutely.
Listen,
more
Definitely going to be more confident about
Way
saying
more
that.
confident.
Nobody's going to be like, yo, son, what's
I'm
up?
gonna say, yo, pull up
You
to
trying,
O.
you trying to
it
hang out
was
at Ooba Dooba?
Funtopia after 2005.
But you spent a good amount of your childhood in some place called Ooba Dooba.
I say, yo, come to O. Come to O.
Yo,
I'm not saying no whole thing.
OD. Yo, come to
OD,
OD.
come to OD.
Yo,
Nah,
come to
but
OD.
Remember,
Way
going
better,
back.
way better.
Remember, I did not like the name. I did
I'm not so sure about
No,
No,
that.
I just didn't care to like be like, what is like?
didn't
I never.
question it.
I don't remember questioning.
Clearly,
I don't
nobody.
know. I don't
Clearly,
know.
nobody did
I
till
don't know.
Urban Dictionary.
You would,
came along.
honestly, you would have to ask my mother. I don't remember.
So here's what I want to do.
Which also could.
At some
that
point-
sounds problematic. It's not what you think.
No,
But anyway.
at some point in life, because I feel like this could happen in the next 3 to 5 years, and we will just come and do another podcast on this. At some point, we'll be looking for some place to take my daughter to have a fun time, and Funtopia USA is going to come up, and we're going to take a trip to Middle Village, and we're going to take Simone there, and the first thing we do is I want to speak to the manager, and I want to know. I want to
it
know.
might be a different manager.
It
though.
might, but he might know
There's
the
some
history.
Ponzi stuff that went on in my neighborhood.
Maybe he knows the history and can speak of it. I'll be like, hey, this place was called Ooba Dooba back in the day. Yeah, don't laugh. We know the name's ridiculous. Why was it called Ooba Dooba? Maybe he's got the answers. Somebody.
Or he might not even know because that was. We're talking about a couple years from now, so it will have been, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Maybe he does know. But somebody, you know what the problem is? You didn't ask the questions. Your mom didn't ask the questions. Somebody's got to ask the important questions here.
You want me to go back there now at 24 and be like, yo, why was this place called Ooba Dooba
Absolutely.
for part of my childhood?
Absolutely.
I don't think it goes that deep.
Yes, deep.
It should be deep.
You don't know how that affected you. You were walking to a place called Ooba Dooba, and you were fine with it.
You know,
A whole bunch of people were fine with it in this community.
you don't know. You don't know how that affected your psyche.
You don't know.
Your thought process as a kid.
Now-
Maybe this is why you're doing podcasts now.
Yeah, and getting excited about
You're a
Cleveland
little
Steamers.
deranged.
And getting excited about Cleveland Steamers. This is the side effects of this, people. When you go to a place called Ooba Dooba. This is what happens. Now I'm really thinking that should be the title name of this podcast.
What?
Ooba Dooba.
Yeah, probably.
Do you remember Ranch 1?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
But I never ate at Ranch One.
But because this is how this came up. Because I was talking about, so me and Miles is our engineer today. We were talking about food places that we miss originally, and I'm already hungry. So I brought up Ranch 1 because there was one in Elmhurst that I used to go to because I had a friend in Elmhurst or whatever, right? And there was another one in Queens Center Mall. And I Wikipedia'd Ranch 1, and apparently there was some stuff that went on as to why this closed. Because apparently in 2001 they had some mafia connections, and then years down the line, stuff happened, and then So I told you I was messing with some stuff back in the day.
Well, I'm just shaking my head because if the people listening here or watching, please make a connection here.
What?
A lot of Bryan's childhood and things that he missed are in some shady ass places. Shady ass places. He's got mafia, something named Ooba Dooba.
In 2001,
Come on, man.
In 2001, Ranch 1 co-owner and vice chairman James Chikara and Sebastian Rometta, another executive at the company, pleaded guilty to stock fraud in connection with the Colombo mafia crime family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they were welcome. Oh. Okay.
Mob ties. Yo, shout out to
Drake.
Shout out to
Drake.
Pooch. Shout out to Pooch and Scotto.
I told you I ain't saying nothing about them boys. They gonna come for you.
Chikara was reportedly caught on tape by the FBI admitting that he used donations to Abraham Frutchandler's what?
Still a better name than Ooba Dooba.
Of some Rabbi Chamberlain Orthodox Jewish University to launder money to pay.
And why? Okay, so
used to pay brokers.
The nostalgia here is you love their food. So what did you love? So I never.
I used to just get a chicken Philly combo and I didn't question it.
That's here you go.
See,
that's the name of the podcast. I didn't question it.
This is why I'm a journalist now, because I have questions now that I should have asked before.
Yeah,
When
clearly.
you were a child, yeah.
You didn't
Came full
question-
circle.
These, yeah, this is my life. These
Is
see, this is what you discover on the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. These brokers allegedly hyped, this is the last sentence. These brokers allegedly hyped the stock of the New York City-based food retailer Manhattan Soup Man, modeled on the Soup Nazi character from the TV sitcom Seinfeld.
Okay, yes.
So Ranch One had mob ties, and I used to eat their food. Another place that I missed that doesn't have mob ties was
Sure.
Quiznos. I think we could agree on Quiznos.
Quiznos is good.
I don't know if they have mob ties. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
I didn't have Quiznos till
Never ate there.
like late in college. We spoke about this before. I know Miles, our engineer, he loves Quiznos. You love Quiznos too, right, man? Yeah, Quiznos is good. Quiznos they toasted the bread, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which is-
before Subway did.
yeah.
You lying,
Subway don't
cheating.
toast bread.
I am not a big fan of a lot of sandwich places. Sometimes I'm going to
Quiznos
sandwich
is
places.
so
I'm like,
good. Yo, I had
Quiznos
one.
was good though.
I had one in Maryland. Was it earlier this year? I think it was earlier this year. It was really good because there was 3 by me. There was one in where was it? Ridgewood or Middle Village?
It was right next to the Ooba Dooba on the other side.
Not
of
far, not very
Of course
far.
not. Of course
Bryan
not.
loves this community.
But this was by like Fresh Pond and Elliott. There was one right there next to the Wendy's. And now the Wendy's is still there, and then they replaced it with a pet store and then whatever, and now there's a Subway across the street.
Interesting the things that have stayed and changed.
Yeah. So Quiznos was there. It was great. It was clutch. Gone. There was another one on Myrtle Avenue. There was another one on Myrtle next to a McDonald's, and that's gone. And the McDonald's was there for a while. Now that's gone. I think they're clothing stores now.
How
And
many Quiznos? I mean, Quiznos still says some. They're still around.
I
The
don't know if
country.
there's any in New York City left. Then there was another Quiznos.
Looking that up.
This was the third one that was quote unquote by me. This was also in like Middle Village. This was by Juniper Park.
Yeah, there was. I forgot there was one in Penn Station and that closed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo, where are they? Where's Quiznos?
You know what? It got replaced by Arby's.
Arby's. Arby's is trash.
There is an Arby's
probably
right
what
by.
happened.
There's an Arby's right by Middle Village, right by Funtopia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that.
Oh,
Don't wanna
okay,
say
yeah.
that name again.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that. He wants to avoid saying the name. It's holiday season, which means it's time to stock up on your favorite backpack broadcasting gear. Shop at the Backpack Broadcasting TeePublic store via the store link on backpackbroadcasting.com and enjoy the Black Friday deals from November 21st to 24th. And that's not all, guys. There's also a Cyber Monday sale from November 25th to 28th. Now you can cop some tees for as low as $14 or even save up to 30% off on gear from your favorite backpack broadcasting shows, including the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. There's something for everyone this holiday season at the Backpack Broadcasting store. Food places I miss.
TCBY. I missed that.
What's TCBY?
It's like a
Yogurt place.
and you could, like,
I don't know. What
Yeah.
that is. I never heard of I don't think I've heard
TCBY
of
yogurt
it.
place.
That was good.
I don't think I've heard of it.
Yeah. I'm
Every
trying.
time you road trip, you always like take that exit.
Food. You know what I miss? This place still exists, and
Yeah.
New Yorkers will know this. Well, I used to like when I was young. Blimpie used to make these. Blimpie was a good sandwich shop, like
Yeah.
authentic. Still felt like New York sandwiches.
They're still around.
They're still around.
Yeah.
Couple.
There's not as many as there used to be, but they used to make the sandwich where they made you like a burger on the hero, like they cooked the burger patty
Chopped cheese.
and with cheese. It was kind of like chopped
wasn't
cheese,
chopped, yeah.
but it wasn't chopped.
Yeah.
Right, so you just had like the burger meat on the patties on the hero, and it
Yeah.
melted, and it was just I don't know the way they cooked the patty meat. I sound like I'm really getting happy about this and hungry about this now, but it was
Sound
just
like Bryan.
it was dope. Like it was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I remember a couple years ago I was downtown Brooklyn. I was like, oh, there's still a Blimpies there
Yeah.
on Willoughby for
Yeah.
Brooklyn people who know where that is, and I went in and I was like, do you guys still make the sandwich with the
It was like,
you know, the burger? They looked at me like I was crazy. Like the young girl behind the desk, she was like,
we ain't no burgers here.
burgers? She's like,
Hey,
you better go to.
Burger
She's
King.
like, you better go to Shake Shack. Like,
Wendy's right
Is
there.
that what she said?
no, she didn't say that, but
Oh.
she looked at me like that. Like, you need to go to
How do you feel about Shake Shack?
Shake Shack's fantastic. That's my favorite fast casual burger.
Oh,
It is?
I got
Absolutely.
Two burger places.
Yeah, I know you're one of those people. I know you're one of the people that
One of
thinks
those people that
Five
what?
Guys is better.
Nah, not
I got
necessarily.
two burger
I thought you
places
talked
there.
about this before. I thought you said you like Five Guys better.
I like their fries better.
Oh, okay, all right.
Their burgers. Not, you know what it is? I don't eat like that no more. I really try not to. And I haven't had Shake Shack or Five Guys in multiple years. But the thing with Five Guys is
I have a couple times a
when I eat Five Guys, that makes my heart stop. That's how I know I can't eat that stuff that much. Like, it goes down strong. I'm like,
their stocks are plummeting right now. Like,
Damn.
who?
Yeah, you just get Five Guys. Yeah, guess who's never gonna be a sponsor of the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast?
I don't want Five Guys as a sponsor of the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. To be honestly,
Like they're a bad company.
No, but I'm not trying to endorse that food. If it almost kills me when I eat it, like.
Hey, Five Guys, I'll take that check.
Your mom's gonna visit.
Yo, Five Guys gonna put the Ooba Dooba on you. They gonna put the Ooba Dooba on you.
Yo, nah, man, nah. Five Guys, nah. I'm a big fan of Bareburger.
I think Shake Shack's way better than Bareburger, and I like Bareburger.
I haven't had Shake Shack in a while. I like Bareburger more though because I just like their burgers better. I could put egg on it. Like, come on, man.
I like it. Eggs on a burger's dope.
Egg
on a burger's dope.
You would think that would make my heart stop, but I eat Bareburger. I'm fine. I can still fight.
You guys should try the counter.
It always comes back.
But you know what? That's a good. I was taught this.
That's a good indicator of how healthy the food is that you ate.
This is a good. No, this is something like that. Hold on. If you can still move, like if the food doesn't make you feel terrible after, Five Guys makes me feel terrible after. I eat Bareburger, I get energy from that.
Remember the other day, and I talked to you this day. It was a couple weeks ago. Anybody who follows me on Instagram, I posted. I went to DeKalb Market in Brooklyn. I had this sandwich from, I think it's Leone's.
Oh, the big.
Yeah, it's huge. I had like the big
2 foot long sandwich.
Yeah, it's crazy. So whatever. This day I was going to run some errands, and I said, DeKalb Market, they have a lot of different food from all different places down there. So I got try to keep it somewhat healthy. I know my coworker Kenna, she'll laugh at me for this. I got like some juice. I got like a smoothie, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go get the sandwich. So I just got like a grilled chicken hero.
Mm.
And it was,
what kind of bread?
It was just a regular white Italian bread.
Oh, all right.
Probably not the healthiest bread option I could have. Probably should have went with some.
I'm trying to eat less and less bread. That's just me. But
anyway, I had it. Yo, that's the last meal I had that made me. I got the itis so quick, man. I sat
we were on the
Q-train
phone after
going.
you were like, yo,
man, I gotta take a nap.
Yo, I swear to God, that's how he got off the phone. He was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna take it. We went through some stuff. We were like planning some stuff, and then he's like, yo, I'm gonna take a nap, and I'm gonna hit you up after.
I had some stuff to do after. Nah, I just had the sandwich.
But it went down like soul food.
It went down like soul food. I sat in the queue. It's a quick ride, 25 minutes to get. It's called Leone's Heroes. They have a spot in Bensonhurst. Yeah. Like they have a spot in Bensonhurst, and then they have one in DeKalb Market. But that's the last thing I ate that had me like, oh, it's time to sleep.
Wow. And
I really wanted to go. to sleep.
I'm trying to.
But shout out to that spot, Leone's. Their hero was good though. It was dope.
Oh, you know what? Oh, when I told you about Inca's Chicken, which is a local spot.
Yes, I still have to check out.
In Bushwick, rotisserie chicken spot. When I eat a quarter chicken from there, I'm good. When I eat a half chicken from there, I kind of want to sleep afterwards. It's really big. It's really good though. It's super good. Half chicken with 2 sides, and then there's another spot, Chicken House, which is in Kew Gardens. There's 2 of them.
Chicken.
Oh, I love it. There's two chicken houses in Kew Gardens right next to each other. Next to this other spot that my brother recently put me on called Eva's, which is a healthy eating spot. It's kind of like Energy Fuel, but slightly cheaper. So Chicken House, basically what it is they'll put chicken. If you take it to go usually because it's a small place, you could get a half chicken. There's 4 pieces, obviously. They just cut it right in front of you because they're grilling it right in front of you. They throw it in a bag, give you some pita bread, and you could also order like a side of like rice, chicken rice, vegetables, salad, whatever, corn. You eat that, you'll fall asleep. You eat that, you'll probably fall asleep.
Speaking of that,
and I haven't had it in a while, and I'm tempted. Pies and thighs also,
which I haven't had.
I told you about pies.
That's real soul food though. That's like
pies and thighs in Williamsburg. They have This is one of the more recent unhealthy things I had, which was like super unhealthy.
He had it yesterday, guys.
It was I wish. I'm gonna have it soon, probably before Survivor Series
tonight.
Nah, but what's it called? It's like it's a biscuit. It's like a buttermilk biscuit, I think it is, and they put like a piece of fried chicken inside. It's really good. It's really good. Now, you eat a few of those, they'll put you out. And they have mac and cheese.
Now, that'll
mac
get
and cheese is good.
One of the things you made me think about that I miss, and I miss this in a recent sense, in terms of food. When I used to work for News 12 and I was up in the Bronx, one of my two of the guys that were photographers there, that were like camera guys with me sometimes, they both were Dominican. And, one day I saw, one of the first days I started doing news reporting, I came back, and this dude had this, like, food, Dominican food. He had the yellow rice, the black beans, which I love. I love yellow rice and black beans, and, like, a half chicken. And I'm like, it smelled fantastic. I'm like, where'd you get this? He's telling me, he's like, yo, it's a spot called Brisas del Caribe. They will give you the chicken, the yellow rice, the black beans for $6. And the food is so good.
Really?
Oh, so good.
Yo, you know what almost put me out one time? When we ordered Sophie's.
Yeah. Oh, this is better than Sophie's. This is better than Sophie's.
Because we were working on stuff that day, and you were like, yo, I'm going to order food, because we were obviously hungry and we were going to eat or whatever. I don't remember what we were working on. We were supposed to be there for a while. We ordered Sophie's. Bruh, I had the itis, and we had like hours left on whatever it is we were working on that day.
And listen, so imagine doing this. I used to try not to eat this too early in my shift when I was reporting, because I would have to wait because the food was so good. And I pretty much anytime I worked in the Bronx, I would always go and get it. Because one, it was like a reasonably healthy option.
Okay.
To some degree, you probably won't get enough greens. Again, it's like very heavy in starch. But, Latinos and West Indians, we eat a lot of starch. So it is what it is.
That is very true.
In that regard.
I'm having some starch when I get home tonight.
But, of course you are. But, yo, their food was fantastic.
Yo.
I loved going there all the time. In fact, I'm craving it. I've been kind of looking for a close Brooklyn replacement, and I found one. Like, one day I was just like, I need that, because this was like after I stopped working on Use 12.
Yeah.
So I looked for like a Dominican restaurant near me, and I found one, and they're good, but they're not.
They're not
Reese's.
quite there.
They're not Reese's. You know when you had that, you're like, man, this is good. Reese's is good, because they also don't have black beans. They're good, but they ain't that good. I had it the other night too. Like last weekend, I got some. Actually, last weekend we recorded some stuff, and like I got it.
To bring it full circle, that's kind of how I feel if I ever eat Subway, compared to it's not Quiznos.
Subway's terrible.
Yeah, why do you even eat Subway?
No, I said if I.
Well, there goes me killing any chance of a Subway sponsorship.
But I mean, if we're being honest.
I just killed that.
If we want to be authentic, though, neither of us eat Subway.
Yeah, so you can't have a podcast called Ain't Hard to Tell and be real about the food you eat and then take sponsorship from stuff you don't. But people do that all the time. Like, I don't believe that LeBron James drives a Kia. If you believe that,
I don't believe that he eats McDonald's like that either.
I don't believe he drinks Sprite anytime either.
He could probably drink McDonald's. He'd probably be all right.
He could drink McDonald's?
Drink Sprite. He'd be all right. And eat McDonald's.
I'm just saying, I don't think he's really. Listen, no, hold on. The whole campaign behind Sprite right now is about thirst. And when I want to say something.
LeBron be thirsty for
soda does not quench your thirst.
Sprite's pretty good though.
I used to be all about. Here's the thing.
I don't drink soda.
Here's the thing. I haven't drank soda in almost 15 years.
Yeah.
Really? It's been that long?
Yeah.
You've never.
I will have a ginger ale every now and then. My stomach's upset with something.
Sparkling water.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah.
But I haven't had Pepsi, Coke, Sprite.
I don't drink soda.
Orange soda.
You know what?
Haven't had that in about 15 years.
Like I could never stomach it. It was always like too fizzy for me. I could never just stomach.
I drank it as a kid, but then once I started working out, kind of consistently around the age of 20. I just cut it out my diet, and I don't. If I look at it and somebody pours soda, like here's the thing: on a hot, I know we're going on a tangent here, but it's whatever. On a hot 95 degree day, and somebody could pour it's funny. Somebody could pour like a Sprite. I'm never gonna be like, man, I want that Sprite. Which is funny because like LeBron James is literally in a commercial like that where somebody wants that, but I'm like never like, man, I want that Sprite.
Yeah.
I do like this water in this Ain't Hard to Tell cup that you can get at T Public.
Yeah, I'll drink water, Gatorade. I drink iced tea still, lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But I've always drank juices. Like, even when I was younger, I drank Hawaiian Punch and stuff like that.
Now, we can go to a whole nother area about bad juices that you should not be drinking.
Kool-Aid.
Are you a Kool-Aid drinker?
I have. I did when I was young, a little bit. Not much, but like when I had it, it was...
Yeah, I'm not drinking Kool-Aid.
Yeah, no.
Tang is
I'm not
bad.
doing Tang. Listen,
yo.
Here's the thing. Tang is not good for you.
It's not.
But my grandmother used to give me the Tang, man.
It was good, and you liked it.
It's not good for you, but it tasted good, man.
Anything orange, I'm a sucker for. So.
Oh, so you on that Sunny D?
Oh, hell yeah.
Sunny D don't taste good, though. Sunny D does not taste good, man.
No, it's all right. It's fine.
I do not like the taste. I mean, that's you. I just think I don't like taste.
Now I just get regular orange juice. Not regular.
You're grown. Let me tell you something. When you're a grown person, or you're making a decent enough money, because I'm not trying to shame anybody with has lower income options, because I understand that struggle.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you can't be drinking a Sunny D.
Sunny D
Nah.
tastes like
You ain't gotta do that no more.
No. I stopped that a while ago. What was the other thing?
Yo, let's find out. Let's find out. Brian's like joking. He's like, yo, he like goes to his fridge tonight and he pulls out the Sunny D.
It's just orange juice.
He's like, man, I can't let Dexter know I'm drinking that Sunny D.
Nah, it doesn't take. Nah.
Yo,
Once you drink regular orange juice, it obviously is a lot better, and you don't go back.
Fresh squeeze, man.
Okay, so
yeah.
So I had this conversation actually with my mom recently, and also my fiance. We just happened to be we talking the same thing, kind of about drink options you had as a kid. Tan came up.
What was
Capri Sun was the
that was the one I was trying to think of. Capri Sun has some.
I'm not packing Capri Sun for my daughter with her lunch to daycare.
What are you packing?
Really?
Chips?
Nah, I pack. You know what?
Snapple packs?
I pack water.
Okay, that's
interesting.
Yeah, she has a little juice when she gets home. We dilute that, but she has water. She ain't drinking that.
Ocean Spray is probably that's probably the top.
Nah, that's like mostly not real juice. No. And this goes to a point.
What are your favorite juices though?
My favorite juices?
Yeah.
Tropicana.
When we was in high school, Arizona iced teas at Arnold Palmer's a lot. Arizona's a lot. I'm not going back to that, obviously.
No, I will have. I do like
that introduced me to the Arnold Palmer.
I drink Arizona green tea. That I do drink.
I don't like green tea. I can't get it down. Like, it just doesn't taste very good.
What's wrong with you?
Nah, like I drink it, I'm like, ugh.
I love tea. I love tea. Period.
Tea's great.
I like tea.
You like green tea?
I don't. You know what though? I don't drink tea unless I'm sick. Unless it's iced tea, but I don't like the unsweetened stuff.
Tea is
I don't
life,
like the
man.
unsweetened tea that they be
tea
giving
is life.
you in restaurants.
And if you're
I know you drink a lot of tea.
I drink a lot of tea. And if you're West Indian, tea cures everything.
Yeah,
you're like raised on that. Like tea cures everything.
I only drink it when I'm
doesn't
sick.
really, but that's what
Yeah. I only drink it when I'm sick.
Oh, so okay? So here's the thing. We were having this conversation, and I was mentioning to my fiance that I'll never forget. My mom got this juice. This has to be about. Oh man, this is probably like I just graduated college. So we're talking like 13 years ago. And I was home. I was still living at home. My mom. One day I'm going to get some juice from the fridge, and my mom has this juice which I'd seen before. Like I'd seen it in stores before. I'd seen her buy it before, but I never really like looked at it. And I think this was when I was working out, so I was a lot more health conscious, or just started really getting into working out. And this is juice called Bright and Early. All right, anybody. You know what?
I don't think I heard of this.
Yeah, do a Google search. Do a Google search right now.
Early.
Do a Google search right now. And I hope you get a picture.
Bright and Early juice.
And I want you. Yes, Bright and Early juice. You should see it. And I want you to look at this juice.
This looks interesting.
I want you to look at it. Look at the picture. Zoom in if you can. What's wrong with it, Brian? What's wrong with the juice?
All right, I'm making sure Greg gets that on
camera. What's the most glaring thing you see? If you're listening, people, and you have a chance to Google Bright and Early.
Bright and Early.
I want everybody to have a real-time reaction. What is problematic about this
Okay, I'm going to read everything I see. This is not a lot.
Yep, go ahead.
Fortified with a full day supply of vitamin C, 100% more DV of vitamin C than unfortified. Orange naturally and artificially... What? Naturally and artificially flavored drink, no juice? Wait.
What's the last thing you just said?
No juice?
Yeah.
How naturally and artificially flavored with no juice? Wait, how? What? Huh? What? I never had Bright and Early before.
Can you explain what it is that you might be drinking?
Not orange juice.
like, I just want people to understand.
Yo, it's weird.
There is a product out there that you will find that it will be next to Tropicana.
In stores that have an A on the health inspection.
No. I'm just saying it's being advertised like it's juice, but literally on the box, it says no juice.
I want to know. You know what? I'm curious.
Like how you gonna buy? Be like, yo, you want some orange juice? Like, yo, the orange juice says no juice.
Who's in charge of things like this, though? Like, who is the CEO of Bright and Early?
Oh, look at this. This is all. Look, you're growing. No, you're growing. I'm saying you're growing. You're now asking the questions that need to be asked, because I've wanted to know this too.
With
I've
Ooba
questioned
Dooba?
this. Yeah, I'm saying you didn't then. This was your past, but now you're learning, and through the episode, you now ask the immediate question.
But I would have
some information.
But here's the thing: if a Ooba Dooba would have, if you would have started an Ooba Dooba in my neighborhood recently, I'd be asking questions.
Yo.
I ask questions for a living now.
I go back and ask questions.
We're talking about We're talking about a decade ago.
You got to have some reflection and go back and ask some questions, though, man.
But I didn't think of Ooba Dooba till today. After
I'm
how
shocked.
long?
A name like that, I think about it.
And the
on my
name
mind for a while.
remember, the name changed when I was 11.
So let me be fair.
John Cena dropped an album when I was 11. That's how long ago that was.
Wow.
So Back Then came out when I was 11.
And you listened to it.
I have.
Oh, Jesus.
I have.
All right. So I want to be fair. I want to be fair to Bright and Early, and I will be very clear about this already. They will not be a sponsor of this podcast. That's for sure. You said they're killing folks, right?
No, we're killing so many companies today.
Oh.
Yeah,
no.
But we're uplifting some others. I want that Bareburger sponsorship.
Yeah. Ooba Dooba killed themselves with the name. Bright and Early killed themselves by their name and also not putting any juice.
And Ranch One killed themselves with the mob ties.
They did it to themselves. Like, that has nothing to do with us. Like, at all whatsoever.
That's why I never ate that.
But Bright and Early,
their chicken Philly was banging. Though.
How you gonna have
and cheap?
How you gonna have a name Bright and Early, which is most people
you know what this means?
Most people breakfast choice drink in the morning.
Yeah,
it's orange juice. Yeah. Most people, right? I have grapefruit juice
or milk if you have cereal. Yeah,
but most people go for orange juice. You're selling this wake up and have our drink, and that's what it is. Let's be clear. It's not juice. It's drink, and they says it. It says naturally and artificially flavored drink, and it says no juice. Now, what's crazy to me about this? What's crazy to me about this is I've seen other juices that I got in stores. I never forget. I used to buy. I forgot what it's called. It's like a Tropicana fruit blend. They sell them sometimes one time I picked it up in a corner store just to have, and then like one day I drank it, and I never really looked at the back, and I turned it around and it said 10% juice. And I was like, yo, what the hell am I drinking? Yo. I immediately took it and poured it down the sink. I was like, no.
All of what you said just made me think of two things. One, can you drink milk? Like, can you physically, because you know how some people just can't.
Yeah, I love milk.
Okay. Do you drink milk now?
Yeah.
What you said, Greg?
Except I switched. I drink more soy milk now than anything.
Yeah, I try.
I can't drink whole milk. I don't have
too.
a problem. I just switched. And I
drink it. I try, because I drink that every night before I go to sleep. I drink milk every night before I go to sleep. It's weird.
It's like really
it's something. It's always been calming to me. I kind of got that from my dad. My dad does that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not weird.
I do that, but
it's not weird to me.
Yeah, because some people are lactose, so I'm just looking out. And what's it called?
But you asked, can we drink milk?
No. Just wondering if you could stomach it.
Yes.
And then the other thing this made me think of is stupid stuff we used to do as a kid, because we were talking about like
going to Ooba Dooba.
No,
that wasn't the stupidest
thing. No, just a lot of these bad like foods and stuff like that you could get away with because your metabolism is different.
Yeah.
So I remember going to basketball practice, right? This is what we used to do after basketball practice, which probably explains.
I did all kinds of awful.
Which probably explains why we didn't used to win a lot of games. But we used to go. There was this sort of intersection in Maspeth. It was right next to a hotel. There is a McDonald's and there is a Chinese food spot right next to each other.
Yeah.
We used to choose one or the other, or some of us would split and then just meet in one of them and be like, "Oh, there's space here," so you would get food whenever.
Yeah,
bro. I used to go crazy. Like, I'm talking double quarter pounder.
Oh yeah.
Fries, 8 nuggets.
That just made my stomach turn.
A big high seat. You can't do that anymore. I
haven't done it for quite some time.
If I ate that now, remember I told you my hot dog story. The 4th of July, I had a couple hot dogs for the first time in like 4 or 5 years, and I almost vomited. I cannot do that anymore.
Really?
Like, I physically can't.
I still enjoy a good Nathan's hot dog when I get down to Coney
Well, it wasn't Nathan's.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, what was it?
I don't remember.
It's called Bright and Early.
I don't remember, but it wasn't cooked poorly or whatever. My father could actually.
It's just when you haven't had something so long, your body's just like, nah.
Something like that. Like if I have Five Guys now, it'll wreck me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I just eat way differently now than I did 4 or 5 years ago. Where like before, McDonald's used to be routine. There's a McDonald's not far from where I lived at.
I haven't had McDonald's in a while.
I used to eat that every week. Just about. I used to eat it all the time.
Yeah, McDonald's not gonna be a sponsor either.
That's bright and early.
That's bright and early. Nah, I'm not. McDonald's. We don't want McDonald's to sponsor. No.
I'm just saying, there's companies.
I'll take Juice Shop. I'll take Energy Fuel.
There's companies out here. Yeah, make sure at least your juice shop knows 100% juice. We don't want the no juice shop, the bright and early shop. Like, there's companies out here killing folks. You know what? Here's what sucks, man. And this is the real behind it, not to get really serious about it, but when you won't see, look, the places I'm able to shop now, I'm not going to see bright and early there.
That's true.
But if you're in some lower income neighborhoods where you got like, the local grocery stores that go there, a lot of people, if you live in the city, you'll understand where this is. If you're in New York, Chicago, LA, you'll understand this stuff. You go there and you're looking for the cheapest option because you don't have a lot of good options.
Or just don't want to spend on a better option.
Right.
Like there's a reason
because you might have to think about spending your money elsewhere or for whatever reason.
There's a reason why, and I shop for peanut butter. There's a reason why when you're gonna get peanut butter, there are some jars that are $1 or $2, and there are some jars of the same size that are $16 because that's probably the best healthy option. Now, I'm not buying the $16 one because I'm not paying $16 for a jar of peanut butter. But
if you could, you probably would.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can't. And that's what I'm saying. We often make choices about what we could and can't do. And sadly, there's...
Our brothers tried that one, and he said it's very good.
As much as I laugh about it, I get sad thinking, about the folks that actually have to say, yo, this is the best option I can do, and I have to take bright and early. And I do think it's sad that the FDA approves this. Like, nobody should be drinking this. Yeah. Nobody. Regardless of how much money you have or you don't have, like, nobody should be drinking bright and early. Yeah. Nobody probably should be drinking Sunny D. Yeah. You drank tons of that as a kid.
Sunny D
I did.
Nobody should probably be giving their kids Capri Sun.
Sun-kissed, none of these. Orange soda?
But I'm telling you, man, look at some of these drinks you're
drinking. Grape soda?
Look at the back. Yeah. I told you, even through my...
Or just taste it.
Some
of it's not good.
I got caught with that Tropicana blend, because I saw the name Tropicana and I drink their real juice, and this was like, it said 10% juice. And I was like, but here's the thing, at least they had 10% juice.
Yeah.
Bright and Early doesn't have any juice. Like, but I gotta respect Bright and Early because they're like straight up about it. They're telling you right on the box, like, yo, it's some degree.
There's no juice, bro. Like, I'm just letting you know. Like.
I gotta respect it. And what I tell you, so I told you, I saw this going, bringing it back.
Yeah.
I saw it and I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, what's this?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's the orange juice. Mom, there's no juice, though. Like, it says it right
How old were you again?
I was like 23.
So if you were like 10, 8, my age when I was going to Ooba Dooba, would you have figured out that there was no juice on the box?
Yes, I probably would at some point, and I would have questioned it and said something. I
think I would have, too, if I seen it on the box.
When I told my mom that, she didn't buy it anymore. I get it. She probably didn't even see it, picked it up real quick, like, it's on sale. I don't even think she noticed it. Generally, she buys like Tropicana and stuff like that. She probably just like, oh, it's on sale. Doop. Yeah. Got it.
That happened, yeah.
And I think she was just, and she got it a couple times. And my dad was just like, oh, that tasted good though. I'm like,
my dad would be the same way.
I'm like, Dad, it's not good for you. He's like, yo, but it tasted good.
All right, let's pick a 51 and wrap this up. We still have to pick an athlete.
I forgot about that.
We still have to pick an athlete.
I don't even talk. The only sports we talked about was LeBron.
Sprite.
Going Sprite.
Who cares? Like,
yeah. Oh, one thing before we get to that number. You know what? It made me feel kind of old recently, and I've said this around a couple times in terms of basketball. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I've seen a basketball game where somebody's playing, and somebody will miss a dunk or they go up for a dunk, and the ball catches the front of the rim. And I said this sometime to somebody around when we were working in our last place of employment, and I was like, yo, the person caught a Sprite, and like whoever was younger was like, what? And like, do you know?
Oh, the commercial.
So you know that. Yeah, but a lot of times I talk to younger people, you be like, yo, that person caught a Sprite. They have no idea what that means.
We missed out. If it wasn't for my older brother, I would have missed out on a lot of
stuff. And I realized how that phrase in terms of people that watch basketball is now really just part of my generation. And like, if you haven't seen it, you don't get it.
Think about it. Even in the internet age, there are a lot of people like me, my age group, who grew up not knowing what is Illmatic, what is 90s hip-hop, what is Reasonable Doubt, what Jay-Z was before the Black Album. You know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of people that just don't have any recollection of that.
That's crazy.
That are my age.
What's crazy to me is, like, in most of this stuff, it's like, yo, you could, especially with music, you can go back and find out real easy.
Oh, especially now?
Yeah,
remember, YouTube was
easy.
YouTube was invented in 2005.
Yep.
And after, like 2006, 2007, I remember because we had these like tablets in middle school or whatever. Not tablets, but like laptops that you could, I guess, turn into tablets or whatever. Huh. So we used to just not pay attention in class and just look up stuff like that all the time. We would not pay attention at all. Now that I think about it, we used to put.
But they did. Nobody took the time. to look up Ooba Dooba.
That's
Nobody.
It was called Funtopia at that time. It was already called Funtopia at that time.
See,
But here's
that's the thing.
That's the thing.
Like, why did you change the name?
People changed. People. I don't remember. I don't remember that well. At least that I remember other stuff. But I remember that age, that part of my life where screensavers were very big back then. Putting wallpapers on your laptop, so people would put pictures of like Dipset. People would put pictures of like Buffy the Body, Vita Guerrera, because at that time.
Oh man, I had a couple Vita Guerrera wallpapers. Oh man, I wonder how Vita Guerrera looks right now.
All right, Google.
Google's been our friend. Bill's been our friend.
Vita Guerrera 2018. Whoa.
Yo, you're laughing.
Oh, that first. Did you see the first? Is he at the first picture?
Yeah, the one of the blue.
That's not flattering.
Yeah,
that's not flattering. How old? I don't even know how old she is.
She's in her 40s. She's definitely in her 40s.
Yeah, she still looks solid. She was a very attractive model.
I thought she had more ass than this.
That had a lot of nice.
I can
assets.
say that.
You can.
Okay.
That had a lot of nice assets. She's aged well though.
I thought she had more ass than that.
No, from what I remember, my I don't know what wallpapers you had, but the wallpapers I had, that's what it was about.
I didn't have Vita Guerrera wallpaper. I had Trish Stratus. That was my first celebrity crush.
Oh, I mean, I had Vita Guerrera, I had Monica, a whole bunch of people, some sports stuff. It was that was your thing. You had to have your wallpaper in your computer, and your desktop.
Yeah,
I had a desktop. I had to change it because my mom saw it. It was like, what's that? So I couldn't have that on for too long.
Yeah,
and I had my own personal computer. So.
Personal desktop to yourself, you can't do that.
Yeah, I didn't have that.
Can you imagine if it was a desktop?
No.
That would be crazy.
My parents have been like, I'm West Indian. They're like, your own computer?
The whole thing is yours.
No. They're like, no, you don't even pay rent here. You're not having that.
Yeah. I had Trish Stratus. I remember
all right,
that.
Trish Stratus.
Yeah, she recently came back to wrestling.
Because I'm thinking, like, you knew Vita Guerrera. When I'm looking at Vita Guerrera, that was like late high school. How old were you looking at Vita Guerrera now? Think about it.
Bro, we were little problematic kids at IS 93. What you mean?
Middle school? Man.
Brian's whole childhood is crazy.
Yeah, because I'm like, I was like, yo, that was like late high school to college.
Yo, the whole thing.
Damn, these middle school kids was
start early.
Man. All right, let's pick a number.
Yeah, and Buffy the Body was the other one because she was big at that time. And Jennifer Lopez too, obviously, because
still big.
Yeah.
Stacy Keibler was another one. Tori Wilson was another one.
He's got. Look at you. You can remember all that, but couldn't remember to ask what Ooba Dooba meant.
All right, number 51.
Yes, please. Let's move along.
So we got. We're gonna start the bidding off with Michael Doliak.
Nope.
Former Knick, who is one of the worst NBA Live players ever in 2004.
NBA Live.
Oh my god.
Say NBA.
Everything comes back to a video game or year of a video game. Everything comes back.
I remember using the Knicks that year because I remember I was a big Allen Houston fan.
Yo, that's
Michael
crazy.
Doliak was terrible. I released him.
He had some good years.
Released him and Frank Williams right away.
I don't want to talk about that Knicks basketball. I don't.
They made the playoffs that year. How?
I don't.
How?
And got swept by the Nets.
Lawrence Funderburk.
No.
Yeah, as a player, I remember. It's a great name, man. Funderburk's a very strong last name.
Boban Marjanovic.
Nah.
Okay, fine. Randy Johnson.
Definitely in the running.
The big eunuch. So is Boban. Another person in the running, Ichiro.
Definitely in the running.
Yeah.
Bernie Williams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trevor Hoffman. 51 is pretty strong, man.
It is.
Takeo Spikes.
Definitely.
Very good linebacker.
Yep.
Jonathan Vilma.
Yeah.
Very good linebacker.
Yes.
One of my favorite football players from that era of when I
Jets.
was a Jet fan.
Yep.
And one of the first football jerseys I ever had was first was Keyshawn Johnson with the Jets, then Curtis Martin, then Jonathan Vilma.
That's crazy. Keyshawn Johnson was also my first football jersey.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, no. Steve Young was first. Actually, I had a Steve Young one when I was 3, and then Keyshawn. I was a Jet for Halloween one time, and Keyshawn Johnson
I'm sure you
was
scared everybody with those ones.
and James Farrier, another former Jet, was the other one.
This is actually a good one.
So we can immediately get rid of Michael Doliak, Lawrence Funderburk, I guess Boban.
Yeah, he's gone.
James Farrier's gone. What did you say, Greg?
You hate Doliak.
Oh, he's terrible.
I think I know who I'm going with. I think the number, when I think about it, it's two people that definitely
Not Trevor. We're not going Trevor Hoffman.
No, he's not. I'm talking about who jumps to my mind first.
We're not going Farrier. We're not going Takeo Spikes. I don't think either.
Bernie Williams has a dare, but no, I'm putting my votes for Ichiro, man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, my vote's for Ichiro.
Because you know what it is? It's like when I think of that number.
I think of him. It's funny. I wouldn't mind giving it a co thing with him and Randy Johnson because they both award for the same team.
Yeah. Yeah. But Ichiro was.
But here's the thing. Ichiro to me is just like he was the, I think people will think about this when he gets put in the Hall of Fame. One of the most exciting and best non-power hitting players. And I always liked that guy that could kind of lead off, slap the ball the other way, use his speed, and he could still hit to like late in his career.
He's one of my favorite players ever.
Yeah, man.
He was small. He had a big arm in the outfield also.
Yes. You root for everybody that's small. Y'all small people always stick together. We got to stick together, man. Y'all have to.
We got to stick together. He's taller than me, but we got to stick together. He was it's crazy because he debuted at 27 years old.
I know.
And still got to 3,000 hits.
That's how good he was. And if you probably counted hits all
27?
Yeah,
he turned 28 in October of that year.
And you got all his professional hits if you count him for Japan. He's got over 4,000 hits in his career.
It's funny because I was still a kid at that time, but I do remember how big of a deal it was when him and when Albert Pujols were like that sort of next generation coming up that year, because Albert Pujols was also a rookie. I think they were both rookies of the year that year in the American League and the National League, respectively.
I believe that's correct.
Man, like if you want to hit with two very good rookies in 1 year in baseball,
yeah.
Oh my God, Ichiro was also. I hated playing against him in video games.
Oh, here we go. I told you, had to come
back
to
you ever played Baseball Advance?
No.
It was a Game Boy game.
What game have you not played, Dad? Like, no wonder you went Ooba Dooba all the time. It's all about games. That's all it's about. I got. That's all you did.
Yo. Coincidentally, I'm wearing a hat with who? Eevee on it.
Yeah, this is where we know to wrap it up. All right, it's been great. If you didn't learn anything from this episode, you should question everything. You should never walk into a place called Ooba Dooba. You should never drink juice that says no juice on it. Look at the back of your juices. You should question everything. Yeah. You should always be questioning everything.
And you can also accept science and religion simultaneously.
And
I just want to point that out.
You can also go back and look at some of the things that you didn't question and then question them.
And fix it later in life.
Fix it later in life. You can do that. It's okay to go back and look at stuff from, remember the places you've been before, the things you missed, the food you've missed, and, question some things. But remember, don't go in a place called Ooba Dooba. Do not in any way take your kids to a place called Ooba Dooba. That's it. Episode 51 of the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast.
You forgot to mention the Cleveland Steamers.
I didn't. That's something I want to forget.
We're good.
We're good on that. That's it for episode 51 of the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast, the Ichiro episode. Please be sure to support us on Patreon. Easy to subscribe for extra content that we have, as little as $3 a month. Be sure to leave us a good review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast. You can give us a really good rating. We would gladly appreciate that.
Surveys too.
We also have to get your feedback on what we're doing. We'd love to hear that from you. But we love all the support you guys have given us. Another fun episode, another good one. Until next time, for Bryan Fonseca, I'm Dexter Harry. Peace.